So kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. Basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, our reporter, I'm Brian Anderson. So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. D'Lo and Reeves are the backcourt duo. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. And for Boston, White and Brown are the 2 and the 3. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Jason Tatum, and it's Holiday. In at the point. Well, we got an old-fashioned matchup on our hands tonight, Grant. Two teams who deploy impactful big men.
Yeah, B.A., and in a league where perimeter play so often is the deciding factor, tonight I expect this to be a slugfest inside.
And that one's good. James.
What a sudden drive by LeBron. The defense doesn't get any chance to react.
On the wing, Tatum. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Strong move by AD. You see why he's been averaging 7 to 8 free throws a game over the past few seasons.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Davis.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. And Reeves pulls it down. Now Los Angeles with it. 4-point game. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
James. That's his first personal foul.
Holiday finds White. Back to Holiday. Now here's Porzingis. It's Brown on the wing. Outside White. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Porzingis. The shot that time not on target. Davis with the defensive effort. James against Tatum. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. White for 3. Rebound, the Lakers. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Unloads. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Tatum from long range. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's on LeBron James.
First team foul.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Hayes is checked in for James. Good on the second one. And he nails the third. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Down low. Davis misses.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Holiday passes to Brown. From deep. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Porzingis finds Tatum. And here's Brown for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Hachimura with the ball. Now guarded by White. Chalk up 2 there.
Aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
And the Celtics call time here.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Boston's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one.
And on both sides of the ball, Rui Hachimura plays with great aggression.
Grant, he embraces that part of his game. You can't ignore the physicality that he plays with. Rui is at his best when he's playing bully ball.
Now here's White. Here's Holiday. Boston again missing.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
And Davis gets his. To go.
So tough to contain Anthony Davis inside. That's his office.
White on the wing. Boston again missing. And Davis has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've got numbers. Tatum with it. Russell covering. Here's White. And it's blocked. And they recover it. Tatum passes to Holiday. Here's the 3. Jason Tatum. And that's good. Tatum's got 5 points.
When you've gained a decade or more of experience, this is what tends to happen. Holiday staying very patient, waiting for someone to break free.
Out to Hachimura. The 3 is up. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston trailing. Brown passes to White. Here's Tatum. James with the block.
That was well timed. It's hard to out-anticipate LeBron.
Boston foul. Derek White. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Lakers.
And he makes a first. A big group substitution here for Boston. Tillman's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for White.
You know, at this point, I think we can call LeBron James timeless. The seasons change, but his game stays strong. He's a rare talent.
Now, here is James. Uses the glass on the layup. James has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
To the wing, right side. Tillman passes to Horford. And he buries his first look.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the bench.
And the Lakers call time here.
Make some noise.
for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Tillman. Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Woods checked in for Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Prince is checked in for Hachimura. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell. Here's White. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. Horford. Porzingis finds White. To the middle. Porzingis misses.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Holiday from long range. Rebound, the Lakers. On the wing, Reeves. Horford with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Pass to White. Back to Horford. It's Brown on the wing. They get it back. Another shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
An authoritative play by Porzingis, dominating the glass and getting the second chance look.
And that one misses. The Lakers in the lead. Prince can't hit. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Brown. There's the triple. Sends it home from three-point land.
A dangerous shooter from all areas. Brown's eyes get real big when he shoots these corner threes.
Vincent passes to Prince. Back to Vincent. Shoots over White. The Lakers with another miss. Here's Porzingis. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, he was ready for the hop step all the way. He gets the position, holds his ground, and draws the charge.
1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Lakers ahead, leading by a point. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
For the Lakers to be successful, Coach Darvin Ham said, quote, Anthony Davis is the key. None of this works if he's not available and hitting on all cylinders. We've all seen what can happen when he's healthy and playing at a high level. It's just a matter of managing his body. Brian?
That's a good point. That's true for everybody, too. Thanks, Allie. Dinwiddie passes to James. Takes the 3, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. James has got 6 points in the quarter. And when it comes to defining rivalry, Smitty, you think both sides have to win big, or is mutual dislike enough?
You know, I think BA winning really brings years. Also, a little bad blood doesn't hurt a rivalry when both teams just don't like it.
James inside. The open shot by James. And again, it's the Lakers.
Still filling it up with ease. LeBron looks like he's riding a bicycle.
Now a timeout called by Boston. The players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink. especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Hauser, he's checked in for Horford. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Brown. Porzingis with it. Checked by Davis. On the break. Here's Dinwiddie. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Holiday passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. White on the wing. Lets the three fly. The shot no good. Excellent D there from Dinwiddie. Hachimura outside. James inside. Pounded by Tatum. Out to Hachimura. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Reddish is checked in for Los Angeles.
Coming onto the floor for the Lakers, Cam Reddish.
Hachimura against Brown. For three, Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Nails the baby hook.
Right there you see Holiday's toughness. Gets hit, able to maintain body control, finishes the play.
Here's James on the wing. Tatum with a steal. Now the Celtics on the move. Porzingis against Davis. The shot by Holiday, no good. And Davis has got the ball here for the Lakers. They lead by 4. James passes to Davis. Right wing. Now James. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. James has got 11 points in the quarter.
I like the play call. Get the ball to LeBron where he wants it.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Russell to pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Watch out and watch your head when AD goes up.
Outside Porzingis. Shoots over Davis. And Davis with the block. Reddish on the wing to the paint. Tatum with a steal. Holiday with the ball. Russell covering. Holiday passes to White. Sinks the 15-footer.
Love the mid-range game of Derek White. He's dialed in from that area.
Pass to Reddish. Over to the wing. Here's Russell. He's covered by Holiday. Here's James. And another three for the Lakers.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You got to like what you're seeing from LeBron James.
This guy is killing you, and so far I haven't seen a good adjustment defensively.
Reeves is checked in for Hachimura. Pass to White. It's Brown on the wing. And Brown knocking down the triple.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Here's Reeves. He's guarded by White. Here's Reeves. Here's Reddish. Off target from outside. Ball stolen. Reeves, the pass to Davis. Here's James. A rare miss for him. Boston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Brown finds Tatum. Too easy for Tatum, even with the contact.
And watch how Tatum navigates the contact. Just one of the many go-to moves for him in the paint.
It's stolen by Holiday. And finished off by Tatum.
And you can tell they're in sync right now. Expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
To the inside. Here's Reeves. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. Inside. They kick it out to Porzingis. Holiday against Russell. White for 3. It's hauled in by Reddish.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the 3.
And rejected.
Quick off the floor. White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
3-pointer. The Lakers with a rebound. On the wing, Reeves. He's guarded by White. Classic move by LeBron James.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. 2 on the clock.
Yeah, with his length and athleticism.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
33.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points and 1 block. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
They've run this up. That about wraps it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
White and Brown with the 2 and the 3. Jason Tatum out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at point guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Shoots from 14, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 13.
Yeah, with his shooting touch, the mid-range is an area that you'd like to see Tatum exploit even more. He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Celtics have terrific depth. They have a number of reserves who could start for other teams. All-star Jason Tatum said those guys sacrificing coming off the bench, I think that just speaks volumes to the commitment that we have to be our best and to playing to our standard every night. Brian?
That's what it takes, Allie, right? Thank you. And that one's good. Porzingis.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Here's Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Davis has got 4 points this quarter. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. You got to like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 7. Back to Holiday. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Horford. Three-pointer, Holiday. The Lakers with a rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The finish! Superb transition play from LeBron.
You know, it's amazing to watch up close. LeBron, he's just a next-level athlete.
Outside Tatum, over James. Boston again missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Tatum from long range. The Lakers with a rebound. Pass to James. And slam dunk by James.
Assist goes
Not
to
much is better than a
Austin
LeBron
Reeves.
James flush. Woo!
Out to the right wing. Lets it fly. And Horford gets it to go. Horford's got 7.
They're being put to the test, and he's doing everything he can to keep them in this game.
James passes to Davis. That one's good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 11.
That's why people want to play with LeBron. He's always creating good looks for his teammates.
Pass to Horford. Back to Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Three-pointer. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. That one falls.
Great leadership by LeBron James. What a pass. He's telling everyone, be aggressive, trust one another, make plays for each other.
White can't hit.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 7 assists in the game. Boston has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Tatum. And Tatum gets it to go through the D.
You're calling Tatum a capable scorer would be an understatement. He is an elite offensive talent.
James passes to Davis. Shoots over Horford. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Anthony Davis.
That free throw good from Davis.
You know, it's so many things AD can do on the floor to help your team win.
Some changes for Boston. Tillman's checked in for Tatum. Hauser comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for James. Prince comes in for Hachimura. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Reeves. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell. Pass to Vincent.
2 minutes.
Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Assisted.
That's the hard work you love to see from a star like AD. Never gave up on the play.
White, the pass to Tillman. He puts up a 3. Rebound by the Lakers. A minute 29 left in the third. And they'll get another chance. The 3 from Prince. Horford pulls it in. Pass to Tillman. Here's Pritchard. Offensive rebound, Celtics.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is checked in for Tillman, and it's Jaylen Brown in for Hauser. And the Lakers also making a change. Vanderbilt's checked in for Davis. Here's Pritchard, still without a bucket. Vincent grabs a miss. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Vanderbilt with it, now Horford defending. And it's Hayes, that time on the assist by Vanderbilt. And the Lakers lead by 21. And the Celtics shooting a low 29% since halftime. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brown passes to White. Gets an open look and hits it. White's gotten his second bucket.
What a beautiful shot by Derek White. I love how fast he acts in these situations.
White against Dinwiddie. Pass to Hayes. 16 feet out. Nice jump shot.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Here's Pritchard. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. The Lakers on top, delivering the blowout. And we're coming right back.
61.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The Celtics shooting 37% from the floor at this point. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. D'Lo and Reeves are the backcourt duo. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Wood in at the center spot. Here's Russell. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. Here's Pritchard. Another one falls for Boston.
And Kristaps Porzingis.
Here's Russell. Pass to Reeves. The three ball. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 8 assists in the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up. Tillman's checked in for Boston. Hauser comes in for Jaylen Brown. And the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. .60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. The shot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Russell, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Here's Tillman. And it's blocked by Wood.
Yeah, just a big-time denial by Wood. I mean, he's developed a good nose for finding blocks.
James passes to Wood. Back to James. No good there. Tatum with some nice D. The Celtics have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Look at Tatum going to work inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Now a timeout called by the Lakers.
Let me hear you get loud.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch the message that Darvin Ham was giving to his team. He said, quote, "This one isn't over. Those guys will come roaring back. We have to be ready. If something doesn't go our way, don't dwell. Just move on to the next play." Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Pass to James. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. James has got 29.
LeBron definitely knows how to operate inside. A dangerous finisher.
Tatum inside. James is there. Kept alive. Outside Holiday. Here's Pritchard. No good on the 3.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
And so much power out of Tatum. Look at the elevation.
Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. James with the ball. Picked up by Tatum. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Shot from inside. Good on the shot.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Russell finds Davis. Back to Russell. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. From behind the arc. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists now in the game. Los Angeles has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. The shot by James, no good. For Boston, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. Back to Tatum. Stolen by Davis. Davis drawing the double team. From about 19, that one goes. Count it. James has got 7 now in this quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
They've also been showing a standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, they are playoff bound with him rounding into form and playing some of his best basketball. They just got to continue to play together. We'll see if he's able to keep playing at this level.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Lakers.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
You love to see this kind of leadership, directing traffic, keeping everyone happy. He was the straw that stirred the drink.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Russell. Brown, and it's Boston scoring again.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
White with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. White can't hit.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boston ball. Substitution.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth. Dinwiddie against Brown. With the floater. And the layup is good.
Yeah, the bump not affecting Brown. In addition to physically, mentally, Jalen is so strong.
And James puts up a deep three. Missed it. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never... All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
To keep our eyes on the center matchup, Greg, in this one, these two bigs bring so much to their respective teams.
Yeah, and remember when people thought centers were going extinct? Look around the league. There's so much talent at that position, including the two guys we get to watch here tonight.
And now the Lakers starting group at the guard positions, Russell and Reeves. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward. Now here's LeBron, passes it to Davis. Back to LeBron. This one for three. That one doesn't drop. Holiday with the defensive effort. To the inside. White dishes to Brown. And here's Porzingis for a three. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. You know, Clark, when he's 100%, Anthony Davis, one of the premier big men in the game.
Hey, I would take that qualifier off of it, Kevin. How about just one of the best players, period? He can pick and pop, he can pick and roll, he can post up, he can do everything offensively. And defensively, he's unique as a rim protector with the ability to defend on the perimeter, too. And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
Here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Holiday. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I tell you what, he clearly is one of the best players in the league who does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do. But there's no better all-around guard in the NBA than Drew Holiday.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
They get the rebound. Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending him.
And he's good on the second. Greg, looking at the history of the Lakers, they always feel they're a title contender.
And they've been to the finals in every decade. Their longest championship drought in L.A., just 12 years. So, to me, the best franchise in NBA history.
Part of White's expanding game is the attention to his jump shot. And he's made great improvement in that area.
Here's Reeves. Good, and the assist goes to James.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
White finds Holiday. Back to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Porzingis, that's a 2. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Porzingis has got 6.
Not trying to second-guess anything or throw any shade, but Porzingis is terrific at understanding when to shoot off the catch.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the impact stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Hachimura kicks to Russell. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
White, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lakers trail by 4. Reeves the pass to Russell. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Misses the 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's LeBron. Great D that time from Tatum.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's Hachimura. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, tell you what, Russell is a problem out there. D'Angelo with the anticipation to flick it away and then kick off the fast break.
That one goes. Counting.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive play.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
And one thing you respect about Russell, his ability to get the rock in the hoop.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he puts points on the board in bunches. No matter what uniform he's wearing, this guy is a legitimate lethal scorer.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Russell passes to Dinwiddie. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Russell. Outside Holiday. The pass to Horford. Clock at 6. Here's Porzingis, and another basket for Boston.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
Now here is Davis. He has 7. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Hayes. Plays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Horford. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Russell. And the basket by Hauser.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd. Pleasing already.
Now, here is Russell. Prince wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Pritchard passes to Horford. A rebound by the Lakers.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And Hayes throws it down.
Well, that's good work by Prince there. Spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Back to Holiday. And Davis sends it back. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
The wing. Pairing, it's White and Brown. Then there's Horford. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Now here's White. Passes it to Tillman. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's Reeves. Wood. And finished off by Wood.
You know, it's all about getting good position, ideal position. And once Wood has that, the rest is simple.
Pass to White. Left side, Horford. Offensive rebound. Tillman's shot is good. Tillman's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. Got to work harder on the glass.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Tillman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Down low. Out to White. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple. White's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Here's Reeves. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. During last season, Clark, both Damian Lillard and Donovan Mitchell scored 71 points in a game, the most since Kobe's 81.
Yeah, that's remarkable, Kevin. We also had a ton of 50-point games, too. I think it's kind of due to the heliocentric offenses we see now. Teams building those rosters around their one superstar.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Allman. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Spencer Dinwiddie has talked about buying into his role. He says you have to have confidence that's borderline irrational, but a perspective that's very realistic. You've got to know who you are. Kevin, he adds that he's not attempting to be a Mount Rushmore type guy, but a talented player who can help a winning team.
That's a good perspective, David. Thanks for the story. Here's Tatum following the basket by LeBron James. Here's Porzingis. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
James outside. Here's Resch. No good. That would have tied it.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Lakers trail by 4.
And when we talk about the league's elite defenders, Jrue Holiday is certainly up there.
Yeah, that's for sure, Greg. I mean, I think it's a lot to do with how much pride he takes in playing defense. I mean, he's locked into shutting down whoever he's defending. He looks at it as a challenge, and I really appreciate and respect his hard-nosed approach.
James in the post, guarded by Tatum.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Inside, Tatum automatic.
Nice look from Porzingis. Good vision there. That's what he has to do with the ball in his hand. Scan the floor, see what's available, keep his teammates involved as much as possible.
And it's LeBron missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now here's Tatum after LeBron James's miss. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. And now it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
Porzingis aggressive and effective tonight from start to finish. Coach is smiling all night long. Speed and agility, guys. I mean, he went right to the defense and took it to the rim.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Prince comes in for Rui Hachimura. Dinwiddie's checked in for Reddish. And it's Russell in for Gabe Vincent. Now here's Brown. Porzingis finds Brown. Tatum with it, covered by LeBron. And that one drops. 6 points for Jason Tatum.
We know Tatum's got a terrific jumper. But I like when he pounds that paint, too.
Here's LeBron. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Holiday. Here's Hauser, guarded by Prince. Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 9 points. And the shot is good. Davis has got 9.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Tatum dishes to Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Porzingis, and it's Pritchard in for Jrue Holiday. Now here's LeBron. 5 points in the game.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
To the paint. Here's Brown. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for the Celtics.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
James has a 2-pointer. Great D that time from Tatum. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Lakers trail by 11. LeBron kicks to Davis. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Fires the three, and Davis sends it back.
If you don't know exactly where Davis is, he's going to deny your shot, so you got to be aware of his presence.
On the court.
Horford from outside trains the three-pointer. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And so we conclude the first half. Celtics lead by 4.
The Celtics, 51.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here. There was no stopping Kristaps Porzingis in the first half. He had 12 points. And that's going to do it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So for the Lakers right now, down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. At the guard positions, Russell and Reeves, and it's Hachimura in at the 3. Round inside, he's against Hachimura. Yep, it counts. And that's 12 points for Jason Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
LeBron passes to Davis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for Anthony Davis.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Russell passes to Reeves. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Holiday's got 9.
Boy, from three-point range, Holiday can really be effective now. He's worked on that part of his game over the years and forces the defense as a result to have to come out and guard him at times.
Timeout called the Lakers. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. The Lakers remain on their grind. Darvin Ham says, I'm preaching daily preparation. From the rest you're getting, how you're taking care of your body, sleep habits, nutrition, workouts, recovery, film work, being efficient with your practice time, and your shoot-arounds. Winning habits are built daily. Kevin, I'm very tired after saying all that. Back to you.
I'm sure you are. They actually do all of it. David, Thank you for that detailed report. Al Horford is checked in for Porzingis. Tatum finds Holiday inside, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Davis.
You know, Horford is versatile. He's a big guy that can play on the perimeter, but his bread is buttered with jelly and jam inside.
Christian Woods checked in for James. Russell against Holiday. Russell passes to Davis. Here's Hachimura. And here's Wood outside. Offensive rebound.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Davis, such a terror in the open court with his size and speed. That's a really lethal combination.
Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. Will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
The pass to Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Hands the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it left. Zinkus, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Reddish, he's checked in for Anthony Davis.
You look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
Improving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one. And you know, Clark, it wasn't an easy first few years in the league for Christian Wood.
You know, sometimes the hard road is the more productive road for some guys. You know, he played for 5 different teams in his first 4 seasons, Greg, but in his 5th year, he found his groove. And sometimes it takes a little longer for the big guys to find their way.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
It didn't take long for White to distinguish himself in the league. He's a really good ball handler, and he's got some good moves, too.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. That'll be a 5-second call.
Inbound violation. Lakers ball.
Russell against Holiday. Pass to Reeves. From the arc. Russell, no good.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Boy, it has been some kind of game for White. He's been aggressive and fearless and free, attacking all game long.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Christian Wood. And it's Hachimura in for Reddish. LeBron with it. Now guarded by Tatum. LeBron dishes to Davis. Passes it to Reeves. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Pass to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Los Angeles with another miss. Celtics leading by 18. And White kicks to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The pass to Reeves. Here's Hachimura. Rebounded by the Celtics. Holiday's got 4 rebounds in this game. White. And Davis pulls it down.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Porzingis kicks to Horford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Here's James. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Holiday has it in the corner. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him. Oh, man.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
The kick out to LeBron. Unloads. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Boston, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got White, and it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. That's the Boston 5.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Dinwiddie with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's Reddish. From outside, off the mark. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And White slams it in.
Now that's Big-time hops right there. White bouncing off the floor like a pogo stick and just throwing it down.
Dinwiddie kicks to Prince. Reddish with the ball. White on him. Back to Reddish. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Back to Dinwiddie. Launches a three. Connects from three-point range.
Dinwiddie.
Could have. Been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Celtics have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Pritchard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Cornette. It's White on the wing. Over Reddish. Goes back up. Tillman. Here's Cornette. And at last, they get one to fall.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And Hayes throws it down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Cornette. Pass to Hauser. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Christian Woods checked in for Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in. For Torian. Prince. Austin Reeves is checked in for Reddish. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Dinwiddie. And finished off by Wood.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And the turnover again by Boston. Zinkas is checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Derek White. Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura the pass to Davis. Vanderbilt gets a wide open look. They grab their own miss. Hachimura finds Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end, so you get a good shot every trip.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
LeBron's checked in for Los Angeles. Russell comes in for Gabe Vincent. Passes to Tatum. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford from outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
And the second free throw, good.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Holiday. Nails the baby hook. Holiday's got 10 points in just the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Celtics.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game from Derek White.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. That was going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Boston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Brown finds Porzingis. Outside Tatum to the left side wing. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Austin Reeves. And here's Los Angeles, trailing by 17. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shoots from the corner. Lakers with the rebound. James in the post. Guarded by Porzingis. Davis. That one wide left. Here's Tillman. Here's Pritchard. Drills it from outside.
And you can sense that these fans
You know this life, yeah.